Topspeed is sponsored by the Olympia Region Zeeveld, Corporate Fashion Industries, Jordans.nl, ASC Group and State of Art Menswear. Welcome to Topspeed and welcome to rainy circuit park Zandvoort in Holland, where Jeroen and me supposed to have our debut in the radical class, but it doesn't look like it.
No, it's much too dangerous because we are not allowed to go on the circuit now because there's too much aquaplaning. It's very dangerous. You cannot feel anything coming in the car and it happens immediately. And you end up in the wall. So I think they make a good decision at this moment.
So especially the radical we're going to drive, because we're going to introduce it to you a little later, but it's a special car and a fast car.
It's very fast, but it's also very tricky. It's a formula car, low in weight. So that's why it's so dangerous at this moment.
If you drive slower, you don't have so much downforce, and then it's getting really tricky.
You cannot warm up your tires, so it's very dangerous and it's a very tricky car. And we have to handle it with care.
We're hoping for better weather so that we can race, but first we're going to introduce the cars and the drivers. At the beginning of the day there's not much hope for the drivers to start the engines, because the circumstances are way too dangerous for the light but fast radicals. Three models appeared at Zandvoort today: the SR3 RS, the SR3 SL and the SR8 RX. One of the fastest race cars in the world, with 470 brake horsepower and only 680 kilograms. Radical Benelux Managing Director Henk Thuis explains the fun of the Radical.
I think that Radical is, after Formula 1, like a real Formula car, is something that gives you the same excitement. It is. I've been racing in Zolder with the V8 and that is absolutely brilliant. And behind us there is the car where Martin and his colleague are going to race together. This is the new 2-liter turbo SL and I think they're going to have some fun. I think they will enjoy it.
Yeah, of course I have a lot of experience, but every car is another car. And the Radical is a special car with a lot of downforce, a lot of torque. And it's not possible to push the steering wheel 3 times in a corner. You have to do it in one time, everything. Braking one time, steering one time. And if you don't do that, then the car will be slowed down 2 seconds, 3 seconds a lap.
Uit de Clio heb je altijd een dak boven je hoofd gehad. En ja, de ervaring gewoon van het geen dak boven je hoofd hebben. En de ongelofelijke snelheid van het ding, de downforce die de auto heeft. Het is een verschrikkelijk gave auto. Echt
the name says it already. It's really radical. It's something so different than the rest. It has a small steering wheel, but it gives so much feedback. And other than that, you have to flip the pedals. So it's really something. You get the Formula 1 experience for, let's say, still affordable for somebody who can have a little bit of sponsoring on his car. Then it's still affordable, and you can have so much fun.
Then it stops raining and the races are on. Big question now, of course, is whether to start on slicks or on rain tires. Jeroen decides to give it a try on slicks.
It's a gamble, but there's a thin dry line, so I think we can make the gamble.
There they go. And by hitting the throttle slightly, Jeroen shows us how slippery it really is. The races today start with a rolling start. The pace car holds up the cars before leaving the track into the pit lane. And when the red lights are off, the race is on. This is Henk Thuis in the SR3 RS with a 1.5-liter PowerTech Suzuki engine, and he's behind Co Copian in the white one and Jeroen, who's going to the left now, towards the Tarzan corner. And here you see how fast these cars are and how late you can brake. Jeroen in the SL, which has a 2-liter Ford EcoBoost engine, which is less aggressive but has way more torque. He's in 4th position now. Leader in the race is Tim van Gogh. Roger Houdini is with number 7 is 2nd, and Co Copian is in 3rd position. Henk Thuis in front of Ivo Ragan, who's in 5th position, but he's pushing. 2 laps later, Ragan overtakes Henk Thuis, who seems to have a little problem there, because also Jakob Kubas is knocking on his door, going into the Schijfvlak. Schijfvlak is a very fast corner, and after that comes a technical part of 3 corners. Tim van Gogh and Roger Houdinius, and in a good 3rd position, Jeroen for top speed. Henk Thuis behind Ko Kopian, who's in 4th position, and leader in the race is still Tim van Gogh, who's very fast. He's racing for Coronel Racing, owned by the racing twin brothers Tim and Tom Coronel. And funny story, but the true story is that the second name of Tim is Alpha, while the middle name of Tom Coronel is Romeo. And of course you can only have names like that when your father is a race driver himself. And so in this case, Tom Senior is. Kopian next to Jeroen, and Kopian is on the inside for the next Audi S corner. Jeroen is a little faster on the straight, but Kopian brakes later and going into the Audi S corner. It's wet there and quite slippery. And almost Kopian goes off. Jeroen is taking the inside, taking back his position. No, Kopian is still there, going into the QMO and using the whole track now to defend. And Jeroen is patient because he knows he's faster on the straight. So we wait for coming out of the, it's called the Bos Uit, going onto the straight. Jeroen is in the slipstream of Kopian, and there he comes. And the only thing he has to do now is brake later, going into the Tarzan. There he comes, and he's got his position back. Henk Thuis behind Ko Kopian, and you can hear the differences in the engines now, where the 2-liter EcoBoost Ford engine of the SL is really quiet. This one, the 1.5-liter Hayabusa Suzuki engine, is really aggressive and reacts also directer. 2 laps later, Henk Thuis has to come in with an overheated engine, and for him the race is over.
Ik denk dat ik een steentje door de radiateur heb.
Wat is hij?
Ja, ik zat naast de baan. En ik denk dat ik wat geraakt heb onder de auto, waardoor de radiateur lekker was.
Then Jeroen comes in, and it's my turn for the second part of the race. This is my first race in the Radical ever, and Jeroen and Henk have told me to take it easy, especially in the first 3 laps. There's nothing to win here for me, and this way I can get used to the enormous speed and the handling of the Radical. After a few laps I find my rhythm, and I can even hook up with the leader in the race, Wim van Genderen. Though it's only for half a lap, but let's just say it's good for my confidence. Roger Houdinius with the number 7 car is still in 2nd position when he gets a problem with his engine. We see some smoke coming out of the back there, while also Ko Kopian is standing still. And Houdinius falls back. So unexpectedly we are on the podium. Jeroen and me are in 3rd position, because also Henk Thuis is in the pit lane now. And to be honest, knowing that it's only because the other 3 cars fell out, I'm still happy with my first Radical Cup. Not a lucky day for Roger Houdinius.
Yeah, it wasn't my day today. No, not really. Half a lap from finish line. So.
What happened?
Too hot car, so the motor stopped. Yeah.
You think you're gonna get it ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, I hope so. Guy's gonna work all night, hopefully. So tomorrow morning, new chances.
Who would have said up front that I was going to go home with the 3rd prize?
Nobody.
Neither would I.
Impossible.
But I got it.
You got it, and you've done very, very good.
Sorry, we got it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you have to thank your buddy for it. He did a hell of a race, and he take care of it. So, and when you get in, I must say, you did very, very well. I mean, it's the first time you race in a car. It's not easy.
I did a 155 now, and yesterday 208.
Yeah, perfect.
I got a little bit more guts now.
This is the Radical. The Radical is a car. It gives you confidence. Each lap it goes better and better.
The car was very fast, and we did something in the suspension that was the right way. And so tomorrow we can hit for it, I'm sure.
For me, it's incredible because 1.5 years ago I started in the BMW.
Yeah.
Then we did the Seike, went very well, and now another step into the Radical, which is incredibly fast.
It's a great step, eh?
Are you actually saying is, hey McLaren, I'm on my way.
I'm there, Mr. McLaren.
This is
I'm on my way. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we go on. Tomorrow we get another one.
All right. Okay. Enjoy. Oh, yeah.
We're right back after the break for more Open Special Trophy. Topspeed is sponsored by the Olympia Region Zeeveld, Corporate Fashion Industries, Jordans.nl, ASC Group and State of Art Menswear. You're back at the racetrack of Zandvoort in Holland for the Radical races in the Open Special Trophy. For Topspeed today, Jeroen and I debuted in the Radical SR3 SL, and in the first race we finished third. Today is the second racing day and it's an early start. If you race at 9 o'clock, you really have to be here at 6:30 because you just don't step into a race car half an hour up front and say, okay, we're gonna do, at least I am not.
No one. You have to concentrate yourself. Before you step into the car, which corner you're going to take, where your brake point is. You have to do everything before you get in the car, in your head.
But it's not the third place that I'm proud of, but my lap times. Because this car is so incredibly fast, so I had to build it up.
Yeah, you have to build it up because the car is very snappy. Because when you make one mistake, you end up in the wall. Yeah. And you have to build it up very carefully. And yesterday you did it perfect. Now we're going to work on the braking points, and now we go up.
Yeah, I can stretch a little bit more because this was not my limit I was driving on, and I did it on purpose because I want to keep the car in one piece.
Yeah, but the car doesn't give you a warning.
No. When it's gone, it's gone. And I'm searching for my limits, and I haven't reached them yet. So this is what I'm proud of. And today is the second race, and if we get the podium, well,
then I get crazy.
I'm quite happy. Quite happy. We are ready, the officials are ready, and the girls are ready. And yesterday's winners, Wim van Genderen and Tim van Gogh, think they can do the same trick again today?
Yeah, I think so. We have done a few things on the setup, and I think when we have a little bit more rhythm and a little bit more from yesterday, we have a little bit more rhythm. Because of that, then you can push a little bit harder and you have more confidence in the car. So I think so.
But we have to wait and see because Roger is a quick guy. So
because it's the 5th time I heard today that someone's going to win. So who are you going to solve?
On the track, of course. We race on the track.
The strategy is to beat you and Martin, because I'm very surprised how fast you guys go. I think that what you have done for the first time in the Radical is something you can be pretty proud of. The times you do, and I remember that I was not seeing you in the mirrors. I was looking in the back of your car, so that was not the thing I was thinking about. But that was perfect. So I think we're going to have a real good day.
For me, racing the Radical is a dream coming true. I remember my first race in the BMW E30, because that's the car where in which you learn racing, how to race. I felt like a king. But getting into a car like this, I don't even know how to tell you what I feel, because this is incredible. It's so unbelievably fast, and what for me, being third in my first race, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with that. But my lap times, they went better and better and better, because this is a car you cannot just say, okay, everybody does a 149 or a 47. You know what? I'm gonna reach the 150, because if you go over your limit only once, you're gone, and then Jeroen cannot drive anymore. So you have to step by step by step. You have to watch the other cars. Where is their braking point? Okay, next lap, I'm gonna try to get that braking point, and it's talking is my work. Moderating is my word, but I just don't know what to say by now. Today I start the 50 minutes race and Jeroen will race the second part. It's important to warm up your tires and your brakes properly, and this is why we do 2 warm-up laps. And Bob Rosenberg shows us why this is necessary. Rolling start from the car of Henk Thuis in 3rd position. On the left is Van Genderen, on the right it's Houdini is waiting for the red light to go off. And here they go. Thuis goes to the right immediately. That's well done, because that's the hole there. And he's fast. He's going into the Tarzan corner as the leader in the race. And but Houdini is braking very late there. Too late, because he's going wide. And now I wonder if Van Genderen can take the 2nd position. No, he can't. Houdini stays in 2nd. Going into the Gerlach corner. Houdini is pushing from the start. I think he got really frustrated by the bad luck he had yesterday. And he almost skids there. But just in time he controls his car. We go back to the start, because in the midfield the Austrian Willy Gruber spins in the Tarzan corner. And Bob Rosenberg, the one who spun in the warm-up lap, cannot avoid him anymore. I just can, but I lose all my speed. But I can continue. Also can Bob Rosenberg, but Willy Gruber is out. Let's see what happens from Gruber's car. Going into the Tarzan corner. And I think it's just cold tires. And Rosenberg cannot avoid him anymore. Gruber gets stuck. And there you see the marshals coming to push. But it doesn't work, so Gruber has to be pulled out. So for him the race is over. Henk Thuis on 1st position, but with Houdini is pushing behind him. And there comes the attack of Houdini on the inside, and he passed Thuis. Houdini is in 1st position, Thuis in 2nd position. And behind him there's the battle between Van Genderen, who's now in 4th position, and Radek Baris in 3rd. And he's closing the door rather rude. Van Genderen is faster, and there comes his 2nd attempt in the left corner. But again, Baris blocks. But clearly Van Genderen is pushing and he's faster. Jeroen is coaching me over the board radio, and little by little my lap times go down and I get my pace. Houdini and Thuis are still fighting for the 1st position, and it's close racing. And behind him is Van Genderen attacking Baris again in the Audi S corner, and I think Baris gets nervous because he's getting off his lines, and here Van Genderen's got him. Well done. I'm coming in for a driver's change, so for me the race is over.
Zeker niet de bedoeling.
Is that cool? Is that cool? First, Jeroen said first 3 laps, take it easy, so I had to let them go all of them, but there was a crash in the first corner. I could avoid it, I saw it coming, and the guy who was in the crash already spun during warm-up. So at the start I said to Jeroen, I have to watch him because he's a new driver, like me, but his car is so powerful. And then they spun. But for me, this is fun. Pah!
Terwijl Henk Thuis
In the second part of the race, another nice fight between Henk Thuis and Tim van Gogh, who's pushing. And although the podium is far away for us, Jeroen is doing well and he's driving fast lap times. We're in the second last lap when Tim van Gogh tries everything to overtake Henk Thuis. Look how close they go to the Audi S corner. You can say that this is the young talent against the old fox, knowing every trick of the racetrack. And so Henk Thuis doesn't give in and finishes second. But the glorious winner of this race is Roger Houdinius.
Yeah, today was the revenge, and fortunately for the team I did it. They worked hard this night, getting me a new motor and new engine, so it was a good day for me.
Yeah. Yesterday, a car that I didn't want to do what I wanted because we had a water leak, but third on the grid, and the guys were watching each other. I could see that, and they were a little bit late, but I was exactly on the right moment when I got on the throttle. I was leading, but the guy Roger, he passed me. But all credit for him, he's a real good driver. And if you think about it, he's one of those examples. If you start in the Radical Cup, he really started in the beginning of the year on the last, and now he's winning. So this is what Radical Cup is all about. In the race, I saw Wim van Genderen behind me, and I knew he's fast. But the speed of my car was good.
Yeah, I think Henk is much too experienced over here to overtake him that easy. So at the end I had 10 minutes to overtake him, not enough at that point.
Tim comes in, I know I'm going to lose.
I think that was the fight of today.
Yeah, yes. But I saw the last lap and I thought to myself, okay, this is that or it's flowers. And I put my feet in the steering wheel and I said, okay, there we go.
And Henk is a sportive guy, and Henk knows that I'm a sportive guy. So we raced till the edge. We hit each other a couple of times, but that's racing.
And in the last lap, it was perfect. And, it's one of those things, it's very enjoyable to be second in, let's say, in the high class of racing. Very, very nice.
I think our debut was great.
Yeah, it was great. And today you won 4 seconds in a lap.
I did 151.
Yep.
I hoped for a 153, but another 2 seconds. It's
unbelievable, eh?
It is so fast. It is so nice. This is car racing.
When you think you are too slow, and you have to manage, and then you give full throttle, and then the car goes directly to the corner. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So if you think that I started 1.5 years ago in the BMW E30, then we went up to the Seeker, and now already Radical, and the next step will be the V8. And if you imagine that between the V8 and the Formula 1, there is nothing.
No. Just a little bit.
In time, but there's no other car in between. So,
exactly. This is speed corner. It's almost the same, eh?
I can only say I'm a lucky guy. I'm a lucky guy to have you as a teacher.
You did well, very well.
This was our first Radical experience. It's an amazing experience, and we see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. And by the way, it's raining again, so we were lucky. Bye.
Topspeed is sponsored by the Olympia Region Zeeveld, Corporate Fashion Industries, Jordans.nl, ASC Group and State of Art Menswear.